All right, everybody. Welcome to this webinar for the Online Boutique Academy and learning the 4 steps to a successful boutique. Before we get started, just real quick, I want to make sure everybody can see the welcome screen. What you should be seeing is a slide that says, welcome, the webinar will start shortly. So if everybody could just give me a 2 in the chat box to let me know that they can see that slide. And as soon as I am confirm that everybody can see what we're about to do, then we are going to get the ball rolling here. Awesome. Yeah, plenty of 2s here. All right. So again, I want to welcome you here. My name is Patrick Smith, and I'm here with
Jose Ruiz with Jane Creative.
Yep. And so what we're going to go through today, what we're going to learn today is going to be the 4 simple steps to a successful fashion boutique. So we're going to go over those steps and what it takes to really have a good boutique. And then I think what a lot of people are here for is, again, the opening of our course. And so there's going to be a super, super special bonus for all of you that are on the webinar today. You're going to want to stay to the end because you're not going to want to miss out on that. And because this webinar is about something that will make you money, there has to be the ever-present legal disclaimer that having an online boutique, no matter how successful, is not going to be a get-rich project. You will not get rich. It is not a means to get rich overnight, and it does require some work. So the lawyers will be happy now that we've said that and gotten that out of the way. All right. So who we are. Jose, why don't you tell them a little bit?
Sure. Like I said, my name is Jose Ruiz. I am the owner of Jane Creative, which is a Texas-based web design firm. And we've been doing this for about 20 years already. Been very blessed to be successful. And currently, the trend has been on online fashion boutiques. So we have that niche. What you'll see is everything that we teach in this course is what my customers do on a daily basis. They do this full time. So that's kind of my background and my company's background. Go ahead, Patrick.
All right, great. Yeah, and so actually, to give you a quick background, Jose and I, came together probably about a year or so ago. Our kids went to the same preschool, and I ran an SEO agency that did digital marketing and search engine optimization. As we got to talking, obviously, his design firm and my digital marketing agency were a good fit, and we felt we could come together and provide even more for Jose's boutique clients, and we really tried to help as much as we could and be as much as we could, although we were just really web designers and doing search engine marketing. There were so many other facets that the clients would come to us for. So we wanted to be able to help as many people as possible. And we kind of took all the different facets we were getting and we kind of compiled it here to make it much easier. And so really, why do we do it? We do it so you can wade through the immense amount of material that's out there. The great thing about the internet is there's lots of information. You can find out how to do anything. But that amount of information is also kind of the downside. There's a lot to wade through. So what we want to hopefully do here is help you wade through all that information so that all you have to do is concentrate on your passion. And your passion is fashion and selling clothes and accessories. And so we don't want you to get bogged down with all the technical, details that it takes to have a successful boutique. And we want to, let you focus on what you want, on your passion. All right, so we'll go ahead here and get started on the training portion of this. And so we'll go over the 4 steps to a successful boutique. And
hey, Patrick, let me stop you. We're getting some suggestions here on the room. There's some requests. If you guys want to type your request in the Q&A, or in the chat box area. We'll gladly answer any questions as we go along. So just know that that is available. All right, go ahead, Patrick.
Cool. All right, so the 4 steps we're going to cover to a successful boutique. 1, finding a good vendor and good clothes, good items. 2, you want to be able to make sure you're on the right e-commerce platform. 3, you want to have a professional looking store. The professional looking store is what's going to set you apart from everybody else and increase your sales and your conversions. And then last, probably one of the most important things, generating customers. Without customers, again, what's the point? All right. I know we said 4 steps. We actually are going to throw in a bonus step here for you. And, we put it here because it really is it starts everything out. Without it, going back later and having to do it is going to be kind of a pain. So if you just do it at the beginning, it's going to be a little bit easier. And that is creating a business entity. Don't go about this as just you and personal you. Create an actual corporation or a LLC or a sole proprietorship, something that will give you, 1, it'll give you more credibility, but 2, it's going to be easier down the road when you're setting up payment processing for your boutique. It will also, in some cases, it's required for some of the wholesalers that you're going to encounter. Another one, I feel, setting up a company and setting up a business and operating as a business, it's going to put you in a better mindset. It's not just a personal thing you're doing on the side. Creating a company puts you in a mindset of this is an actual real business. And it just is a better way to go about things. All right. So step number 1, finding the right vendor. And it's a very important step. As far as without a product, there's not much to do, and in the world of wholesale, there's a lot of things you've got to be aware of and pay attention to. And before getting started with that, one of the questions you want to ask is are you going to drop ship or are you going to carry your own inventory? And there's plus or minuses on each one of those. And if you drop ship, you can obviously get started much quicker with a lot less, cash outlay. You basically list the products on your site, and then when you sell them, then you place the order with the wholesaler, and the wholesaler then ships that product out. And you're not having to purchase a large amount of inventory and hold that in stock. You're also not having to go through the process of, packing and shipping. But on the other side is you can carry your own inventory, and with that, you can carry your inventory. You can take all the pictures yourself. You can have your own models that model the product, and really have get to the point where you have a staff and you're shipping stuff out. So where do you find vendors? Well, it's real easy in today's day and age. You got Google. You just really go to Google and you can type in anything. You can be super specific. Let's say you have a specific style of clothing you want to sell on your site. I'll use Western wear. I don't know. We're in Texas, so maybe that's why I gravitate to that one. If you wanted to use Western wear, you could simply go to Google, type in Western dresses wholesaler, and you're going to get a whole list of wholesalers. So there's really no limit to where you can find your product. Another place, and something we discuss, is retail arbitrage. Going to stores, going to flea markets, going to clearance aisles, finding that product in the right there at a cheap price, and then of course listing it on your site to sell as well is great to do if you're in the kind of antique-ish or the kind of older clothing line genre. So what do you want to look for in a vendor? This is very important. This is the quality of your product. This is what you're going to be giving to people, and it's very important that it's of high quality, that the delivery is on time, and so how do you know that? without having to go through a lot of trial and error. There are some things you can look for right off the bat that will help kind of weed out those really bad ones and at least get you narrowed down to at least some good ones that you're working with. So, a couple things you would look at, how does their website look? Does their website look professional? Does it have good images on it? Does it have good content on it? Or is it just scattered about? Is it very random and disorganized? So that's going to be, if they have a good site, that's a good initial indication that they obviously care about their presentation, they care about their website, and hopefully they care about the product that they deliver. Next, is there a variety of selection? If you want to offer a lot of different things, then finding a site that may offer a lot of different things and vetting maybe one or two wholesalers is going to be a little bit easier than having to vet a whole bunch of wholesalers. But that's entirely up to you. And the next one, that kind of ties into website look, but if you're drop shipping, you want to make sure they have good, vibrant images of the product. Because if you're drop shipping, you're not going to be able to take the pictures of that product unless you brought in a bunch of that. But most likely, if you're drop shipping, you're going to use their images and their descriptions. And so you want to make sure they have really good, vibrant images. Jose can definitely speak to the importance of images on your website.
No, absolutely. And everybody in this webinar knows, you definitely associate what you see, if it's good or bad. Images are very, very important to the appeal and the look and feel of a site. If these drop shippers, if your vendors do not have quality images, then you're definitely not going to be in the best position. The people that actually carry the inventory and do have some budget set aside for photography are going to be in a much better position just because of the control that they're going to have with their images.
Cool. The next thing, pricing. You do want to make sure most wholesalers you're going to come across have a good wholesale price. But if it's, if you're getting down there and you're through the vetting process and this is a wholesaler you really like, you're definitely going to want to do some cross-referencing, find a couple products on their site and then go compare their wholesale price to what those products are selling for on Amazon or eBay or Etsy to make sure that you're going to have a good enough margin. And then last is shipping times and origins. This is very important if you're drop shipping. If you're going to carry the inventory, then obviously that's not such a big deal. You're going to have it all there, or you're going to have what you need there, and you'll ship it accordingly. But with the drop shipping aspect of it, you want to make sure a wholesaler has good shipping times. Now, a good majority, as you can guess, of wholesalers are going to be in China or in the Asian countries. And you want to know, a lot of them still do a good job of making sure they get you inventory at a reasonable time. And you just need to know what that is so that you can set expectations for your own customers. But at the same time, there are plenty of US vendors out there. And they, in my opinion, may be a good way to go to start with because you're not going to have to deal with disgruntled customers because it took too long to get their product. So you'll just want to look. They do, a lot of wholesalers make it evident. You can tell by, kind of the verbiage on the site, whether they're a US-based wholesaler or not. And US-based wholesalers tend to make it very well known that they are US-based wholesalers. And so that is definitely something that you want to look for sure. Okay, number 2 on this is going to be picking a good e-commerce platform. Where in an e-commerce platform is basically going to be the foundation of your store. There's a lot of options available nowadays. Back in the day, and Jose can tell you how hard it used to be to set up a store.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you didn't know HTML or programming, you were definitely at a disadvantage.
So nowadays, what's really happened and come about is they've really taken the technology to another level, and it's very point and click, and it's turnkey technology. It's actually simple enough that I was in a position probably about a year and a half ago. I have a business that does $100,000 or so a month. And we were in a situation where the company that had built our original website up and left. They decided to go out of business, not tell anybody, and we were facing a complete loss of our whole system. And what I was able to do in just a matter of 2 days was to locate a good, solid e-commerce platform, and in 2 days transfer all my products and my entire website off of this custom system onto one of the new e-commerce platforms and not miss a beat. So they are so simple that you can move a $100,000 a month business completely over to one of these systems. And it really boils down to, we like to focus on, there's 3 major platforms in the e-commerce world that are going to provide the best options for you. One of them is Shopify. The next is BigCommerce, and the third is WooCommerce. Now, if you don't know what the word WordPress means, or if you have no idea what WordPress is, then don't even worry about the third one. WooCommerce is a kind of a plugin that attaches to a WordPress, and it's very, very customizable. But unless you're familiar with HTML and coding and doing all that, you probably want to go with Shopify or BigCommerce. So some things to consider when you're looking at, let's say if you're looking at Shopify or BigCommerce, they are very, very similar. But, everybody's going to have their own kind of, quirks that are going to make one better than the other. And so some of the things when you're looking at those 2 sites, you want to consider the ease of use. How easy is that site to get around for you? And they all have demos. They all have very good sales pages and breakdowns of what they do. So it's always good to go through those, go through their sales pages and their demo sites, see how you feel using it. You may like the look and feel of one. You may like how they list their menus better than the other one. And it's very, it's very important. You want a system that you like to use. 2, the ability to customize, and really with either Shopify or BigCommerce, they're both going to have customization ability. Now, JN Creative, Jose is very good at customizing any one of those situations. And then last, do they have add-ons and plugins?
That's right. One of the elements that we'll teach is really selecting a winning theme. I think that's actually a title of one of the modules in the 4 lessons there. It's very important to really understand what features you're going to want your users to have. Shopify, as an example, they have a very big library of apps that you can attach to your site. There's some free ones which are nice, but there's others that come with a monthly recurring cost. And what happens is that that monthly fee that you pay Shopify gets bigger and bigger as you select features. And you definitely don't want to overpower the user with features, but you want to get a good balance. There are themes out there that actually have most of the features that we typically see on an e-commerce site available from the get-go. Very turnkey type of play, and that definitely saves some money from a monthly perspective.
Great. All right. So next we have, on the third thing on our list here, is you want to have a professional looking site. And, I think this is really where, we want to excel and teach how to make this possible, because it's the professional looking site is what's going to make you stand out. It's what's going to differentiate any other person from just going out there and reading through the information and trying to make the best of it. The majority of people that want to start a boutique aren't going to have a lot of this information, and they're going to just use, what Shopify or BigCommerce gives them as their default template. And, most people aren't going to know how to even change that. Somebody like Jose here, he could probably take that default template and make it look amazing. And he's actually going to show you how to make them look amazing. And that's the point of it. And so it is important. You got to have a professional looking site, one that stands out to people, and you need to look professional. It just helps with the customers, it helps with your credibility. So a couple of things a good theme consists of. And, a good theme consists of that. Right now, the trend is that big slider image you see on a lot of sites. It's called the hero image. You also want to have a good, clear call to actions. It's a fantastic, it's a key to marketing. Any marketer that comes in and looks at anything, the first thing they look for is going to be, a call to action.
That's right. And you definitely want to, put your products out there to in a way that users are going to be able to, get that item to the cart as fast as possible. And obviously from an online boutique perspective, you're going to have people that are going to be browsing product after product after product. So you want to make sure that you have a clear call to action, whether it's add to cart or add to wish list or things of that nature, readily available for that user to click. With that, you definitely want to ensure that you have good sized images. A lot of people tend to have smaller images, which could be blurry and just it doesn't look good from a design perspective. If you have very good images and good graphics, I can guarantee you that you're going to have a winning boutique. It's definitely one of the most important elements of the design process and the actual look and feel of the site.
Okay, so generating customers, probably, without this step, again, what's the point? It really is the only thing that matters besides obviously having a boutique or somewhere for them to go. You got to have customers. So the number one thing we like to use, and that this may seem obvious, but while it is obvious, it's not the way to do it properly is not obvious. It's something that myself and a lot of top SEOs, they know how to do these couple little things that take a normal social network and make it explode. So while you may have hundreds of followers or likes on your page, you may not be able to, knowing the things that I know and that I teach, you're going, somebody with a lot less followers could actually get more bang out of those followers than somebody with a lot of followers that doesn't exactly know how to use their social circle. Big one right now, Facebook ads. It's just such an amazing way to advertise. It's cost effective. Facebook has really put a lot of time and effort into gathering all the information they have and making a way to sort through that information to target very specific niches. Facebook wants to be the go-to advertiser. And in order to do that, they have to offer not only better pricing, but better reporting and functionality than Google AdWords does. And they do an amazing job. I mean, if they let you, you could drill down probably to a person on your street that is interested in fashion and sell specifically to that person. They don't let you just target one person, but that's how robust their Facebook ads is. The last one is search engine optimization, or SEO. And this is what's going to do when you use that in conjunction with your Facebook ads. So a lot of times you'll start with Facebook ads to start generating traffic to your site. But meanwhile, the search engine optimization, that's what lets you rank on the first page organically. So you would take your time to optimize your site so that you eventually are showing up organically for searches. And then when you have that combination, so when you're ranking on the first page and you're in conjunction with good paid advertising like Facebook ads and using your social circle, you are never at a loss for customers. At that point, when you're generating a lot of traffic, it comes down to tweaking your marketing and using the knowledge of your themes and call to actions that we discussed in the last step. You're going to tweak that to maximize those customers. So you certainly can go out and you can take what we've given you and you can read the forums online and you can Google search stuff, and you can certainly go and get a Shopify account and work through this. And you can put all the pieces together and you can start building your boutique, or if you already have a boutique, you can obviously read on marketing and generating traffic and search engine optimization and try and find a way to better your current position. But let me just throw out some pitfalls that you may encounter if you do that. Most likely, it's going to take you a lot longer than you think. And well, that's not a problem. The issue is if you have an expectation of something moving a lot quicker than it does, you tend to it doesn't become as important, and you kind of drop that as a goal. The biggest one, if you try and go it alone, is you're definitely going to have to deal with a lot of trial and error with your vendors. And if you're drop shipping, trial and error with your vendors means trial and error with your customers. They're going to be the ones that take the brunt of the errors. There's definitely some technical skill required. While these e-commerce platforms and Shopify and BigCommerce definitely make it a lot easier, as I said before, you don't want to look like everybody else that's got a Shopify account or a BigCommerce account. You need to stand out. So you need to have the ability to customize and know what to customize. And that's easy to do. We will certainly show you how to do that. But you do need somebody to walk you through it. The other question is, are you going to look trustworthy to customers? Again, another trial and error there. What do I have on my site? How do I lay out my site? What elements of my store need to be there so that my customers trust me when they come to my store? And, the biggest one we hear is it's super hard to go alone. If you don't have a community behind you, if you don't have people there to fall back on or push you along, it's very hard to do it on your own.
Absolutely. And, especially, I tend to see a lot of moms trying to, build their dreams and doing this fashion boutique online. And but at the same time, that they still have the immense responsibility of the kids, and so time then becomes a factor. So definitely having a support system, not just from the family, but from people like us that are going to spend the time. I'm going to answer the questions right there and there, and really give you all the tools you would need to build that successful website.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is there is a better way. There is a way to circumvent all these pitfalls to maximize your success. And what we've done is, Jose and I and JN Creative we've compiled our years of knowledge into a complete course that will take you by the hand and guides you start to finish on how to create your own online fashion boutique. And that's exactly what it is. We walk you step by step, and go through it. The course covers. We start with forming your business entity. That's the foundation of it, and that's going to be used throughout it. So we start with how to do that. We go into a whole at length, because this is a very important part of your business. We go at length how to choose your vendors and wholesalers, what to look for. We're actually just about finished on compiling a list of wholesalers that we've already are comfortable with, that we already know are going to deliver a good product. Again, kind of following up with that, where to get your product. So we do discuss other options. Where else do you get your product? Not just wholesalers, but things like retail arbitrage. We go about how to create a brand for your store and how to move that brand, how to create that brand and then have it go throughout all your social media and everything you create, so that you're building a brand. You're building yourself, you're building that brand, and everything revolves around that. And the more your brand is known, the better. Of course, how to pick a good e-commerce platform. We go very much into depth on how to do that. Even more, so we go and we pro and con each one of them, and then, let you make which decision you want to use. We have over-the-shoulder videos on how to set up your boutique. So you're going to watch us. We actually get we sign up for our own e-commerce store, and you see us over the shoulder do what Jose does on a regular basis for his clients, on how he sets these stores up, how he picks themes. We go through the basic setups, how we get our social circle built. We show you how to set up all your accounts. It's just, we really didn't leave any step out, and it's all documented and over the shoulder videos. Of course, launching your store, there's a couple things you always want to take into consideration. It's not just, it's not just flicking a button. You do want to make sure there's some things in place because you want to present and launch your store as efficiently as possible without the least amount of errors. And then, of course, we go into growing your customer base. We have a very large, in-depth portion on marketing because you can build a site and you can have great product on it, but you got to have customers. And, we didn't want to have half a course. We didn't want to just show you how to build a boutique. We wanted to show you how to build a successful boutique, and that involves having customers. So we definitely go very into depth on how to grow your customer base.
And the thing about that is the fact that, your customers are going to come from different places. Some people start in Google. Actually, a lot of people start at Google, but others may just shop through whatever you post on Facebook or Twitter or whatever your social network preference is. So the key is to diversify yourself so that your customers can find you wherever they're actually looking.
And of course, scaling your business, adding products to your business, growing your product lines, actually getting into creating your own brand, your own line. And then there's much more. We're always adding more information and all, constantly updating the information that we have because this is the internet and things always change. So what does it cost? Of course, big question. Everybody wants to know what does this cost? So just kind of run through the thing. So what this course is, again, step-by-step blueprint to creating your own professional looking online fashion boutique, which covers all those things that I just mentioned. You're going to get professional graphic and design tips. Jose here is a graphics designer as well as a web designer, and he's actually going to go through and give you graphics training and how to build your own graphics. We're going to go through insider tips on effective social media use, and as an SEO myself and owning a digital marketing business, there's things that I know that I guarantee people are not that people don't know, and just by implementing them, you're going to get a much bigger result out of your social circle. Now, I put live SEO training here because this is a special webinar. You guys are a special group here. We are opening the doors for a limited time here as a pre-launch. You're going to come in and get to see this before anybody else does. And you're going to get to go through the information and give us feedback on that. And one of the benefits of being in this pre-launch here is that you're going to get SEO training live. And I'm super excited about that because live is much better. As you're going through this training, as I'm giving you this training, you're going to be learning and being able to ask questions right then and there. And when you're able to ask questions, right when the training's going on, you're going to be able to get a much better answer, and you're going to be able to get things clarified, obviously, a ton better than if you're watching something that's already been recorded, and then you have to go to the Facebook group or email support or something. You're going to get this live. Again, live Facebook ads training. We're going to go through a whole Facebook course. Part of that, some of the training you're going to get, a lot of you found us through our Facebook ads. And so, we're going to train you on how to use Facebook to its maximum ability. And again, that's going to be live training. This is one I'm really excited about. This is, again, a special bonus. These are all special bonuses. The course itself is that step-by-step blueprint. These are bonuses that we're giving you guys as part of this pre-launch. You're going to get one-on-one coaching with us. So you get into the point where you're trying to pick a theme and you're stuck. What you get to do is you get to spend some time. You'll get to schedule some time directly with Jose and myself, and we can go through and walk through with you exactly how to fix whatever challenge that you may be having. So you're going to have direct access to the owner of JN Creative here, who charges a lot of money to build people's sites. He's going to actually be able to help you build your site. Excuse me.
It's like an immediate consultant at your fingertips, if you will.
Mm-hmm. And again, that's only for this group here. It's only for you guys here on this webinar as a thank you for being on this pre-launch. And then you're going to have that all-important community. There's going to be a private, closed Facebook group just for everybody in the course in this pre-launch, where you're going to be able to ask your questions. You'll have, again, more direct contact with Jose and I to get your questions answered, and to have that community feel, to work with and get feedback and stuff from everybody else that's going through the course as well. So, if we were to assign a value to all of this stuff, the value is, $23,000. And, to tell you the truth, if you were to go somewhere and have somebody build you a boutique, and then you're going to go to a marketing agency, such as myself, and have them do your marketing and your search engine optimization, you're going to be paying more than $23,000. I can guarantee you that. So, obviously, we're not going to charge the value of the course. That'd be ridiculous. But, we're not even actually going to charge a quarter of the value, which would be just over $5,000. But I will let you know the official grand opening price. So the official price when we have a grand opening, the official price of this course is going to be $29.97. It's a one-time payment for lifetime access. But this isn't the grand opening, and it's not going to cost that. It's going to cost even less. So again, by being on this webinar, we're super thankful that you're on this webinar here with us. We've got a lot of bonuses, hopefully, to say thank you. But we want to go a step further. We want to give you an amazing price on this webinar for being here at this pre-launch. And so with all those bonuses, lifetime access, we're going to make it a simple 3 payments totaling $12.99. So that's 3 easy payments, $433. That gets you lifetime access. That gives you all those things we just talked about to this course. But I'm going to throw in one more thing. I'm going to throw in one more bonus there for you, again, for being on this course, for being on this webinar. I want to give you one more bonus. I want to give you guys $300 off of that $12.99. And you've just one payment for lifetime access, all the bonuses of just $9.97. So we really have got, full there. You got 2 options. You got the $12.99, or you got $300 off at one time of $9.97. I want to
Patrick,
add
that's very nice, man.
Even Jose, I'm actually been throwing in some extra things. So Jose is a little surprised, but I'm going to go one more. Virtually no risk, 30-day money back guarantee. That gives you 30 days to get into this course, to take advantage of the live training, to take advantage of what we've put together for you. Test it out, see if you like it. 30-day money back guarantee. I don't think there's much better than that. I do want to mention one thing though about this, only because I've experienced it myself. I don't want you to start the course because there is a money back guarantee. Anytime that I know that I've kind of gone into a course saying, oh, okay, well, there's that 30 money back guarantee, I don't get as much as I should out of it. I really don't. We offer it because we want to give you that peace of mind. We want to let you know that we're committed to your success. And if you like it, you like it. If not, we don't want you to have to be out. But again, don't go into the course thinking, oh, I'm going to get this money back guarantee. It's going to be, you're going to end up really wasting your time when you could have spent your time on a different course that might've been a lot better.
Yeah. And what's incredible about this price, now thinking about it, is going back to those values. Frankly, we start our customer base at a $3,000 package right off the bat. Anything less than $3,000 package, we simply don't do because of the amount of work and the amount of elements that play into building this online boutique. So right there is a perfect example of what great value this course is. And I've seen some questions come up here in the chat. They're talking about first what kind of credentials do we have, and I think we covered that at the beginning, but just want to reiterate. We've been doing this this website, e-commerce, and web development business for a very long time, and we have successful customers. That's pretty much what I can say. I definitely invite you all to go to jncreative.com to take a look at our portfolio of what we've done for customers, actually, paying customers. Most of you could be familiar with Magnolia Boutique or any of those boutiques roaming the Facebook world. But it's one of those things that the value of the knowledge and the strategy and the procedures that JN Creative goes through to create an online boutique.
And we will definitely cover that, but I know there are definitely some people that are ready to get going. So let's go ahead and give you guys that link. So that's the link there to go sign up. There's also going to be here in a second an offer on the side, so you can just click that offer as well. So you'll see, so you can either go to that link there and get signed up and get into the course and get ready to go, or there should be a little box that just popped up there over to the right. And if you click that Join Now button, it'll take you over to the page where you can get signed up. So again, let's just quickly go over what the course is gonna entail, what you're getting for all of this. So again, we got the step-by-step blueprint where we videos that take you by the hand. We set up our own boutique in this course, and we went and set up this boutique, and so you get to watch us do that over the shoulder. And basically you kind of get a behind the scenes look at when a client comes to JN Creative, this is what Jose does. This is how this gets set up. And then you're going to see what I do as far as marketing and setting everything up, from a marketing aspect and doing the SEO. So, I mean, this is step-by-step how to get your own online boutique set up and going.
Yeah. at JN Creative, we spend a lot of time with the customer, just kind of like understanding what their intention is with their site, what their desire is, what type of customers are they going after, what type of clothing they're going after, and I would definitely say that we've done a very good job at helping our customers achieve that dream, but obviously they just paid full price. We have very, very specific methods of how we do things, and we feel that we understand this market very, very well. The content that you will see in the course is definitely us doing it. So it's actually material that if you follow the videos just like we describe, you will definitely result in a winning boutique. Now, it's going to be work, right? This is not go ahead and play the videos and then wait for something to happen. Obviously you have to put in the time, you have to put in the work. But I don't know anyone that has been successful that hasn't put in the work. But the great part about it is that we guide you and we take you to exactly where you got to go so that there's no time wasted, and you get up and running as soon as you finish everything.
Yeah. Real quick, I see, Trish is asking the estimated length of the entire program. There's definitely several hours worth of information right now. And that's even before we get into the SEO and the Facebook's training, which you're going to get to see live. And since that came up, I want to stress those two things. To be able to be on a training live is just such a benefit to you to have that opportunity to be on a live training. Again, like I said before, you get to ask questions right then and there, and you get to, a lot of times if you ask a question, maybe it didn't get answered the exact right time. So you need a little bit of more clarification, and you're going to be able to get that with these live trainings. So I do see some questions flowing in, so I do want to encourage that. If you got some questions, definitely get them in the box here. We have how many videos or modules are there? There's at least there's 5 modules right now. I believe the 6th module will be the bonuses, which are going to be the live trainings. To total up the videos, it's anywhere from 15 to 20 right now. But we're adding new videos on a regular basis as things get updated, as we look to clarify information. We're always going through it and trying to review it and say, does this get our point across? And again, a part of that is a part of the reason you're getting all these bonuses is that you're going to give us some feedback on that as well. So I do want to let you know that, you're going to help us get some feedback from this. And that's why we're giving you so many opportunities, so many bonuses here to get this done.
And frankly, Monica, I'll tell you that there are enough modules or lessons to complete an online boutique, right? So we take you from the very beginning of creating an entity, and some of you may already have done that, right? So we definitely encourage you going through all the videos just to make sure that you're doing best practices and so forth. But if you have already done that, then you're probably ahead, and you can definitely watch whatever applies to you.
And with that, that's a great idea. Some of you already do have that online boutique, and I do want to mention again. You're going to hear me say this a lot. I can't stress that SEO or the Facebook ads training. The last Facebook ads training that I took, cost me over $3,000 just for that training that I did. And it was an unbelievable amount of training. And it's the basis or foundation of what I will be training on as well, because it does work so very well. But that alone, if you were to go get a good Facebook ads training course, it's well over $3,000. Excuse me.
Yeah, we're getting a couple more questions here. You okay, Patrick?
Yeah.
All right. So the next question is, Jessica. Jessica asked, who can afford the cost? Well, yeah, frankly, it's I don't know how to answer that. We believe that the value of the course is set very, very economically and in line with what you get, right? If you were to come to JN Creative, like I said before, the starting package for a new client is starting at $3,000. So the course costs a third of that, and it essentially gets you exactly the same result, because you're going to have access to me and my team in the Facebook group. Now, this is a members only group that you will be able to interact with me and Patrick and the rest of the gang to essentially answer any questions you have of the course as you go through it, and things that come up. The internet is a ever evolving beast right now, so we definitely are always learning and ensuring that we're up to speed with the latest happenings, and those are just going to be converting into videos and additional courses in the Online Boutique Academy.
So what are some other questions? If there's some other questions out there, certainly let us know. If there's anything we can help clarify here for you, please let us know. For those of you, I see a lot of people are taking advantage of this, which is fantastic. If you've decided to, before I do that, let's see how many people do have a boutique. If you could put a 2 in the chat box if you have a boutique already, and we just get an idea of maybe how many people already have a boutique. Again, I put the link there if you're ready to go to the. Okay, yeah. So
okay, Laura, Ariel. Okay.
And great. Maybe you'd share how long have you had your boutique? Maybe there, Trish or Laura, Ariel. Is there something specific you're looking for to get the most out of your boutique and take it to the next level?
Good, Carol. All right. Laura, 2 years. Great. No, that's great. We definitely seen that, at JN Creative, we definitely seeing a growth in the diverse online boutiques out there. Actually, on our Facebook page, there are a couple of questions of I guess the biggest worry is getting your product in front of the eyes of your customer and being able to make that transaction. Let's see. That's right, Laura. You're right. Good website and ability to drive customers to the site is definitely in everybody's mind. What I try to tell my customers is that definitely don't try to overkill it. Right, just definitely starting with a simple, elegant design is always a better way to present yourself and present your products in front of your customer base. Increased customers. This is kind of like a repeating theme, and I think that one of the best values of the course is going to be that live training that Patrick's going to do on SEO and the Facebook ads. when I met Patrick, he started, talking to me about what he's done for other customers out, and I was blown away, which is the reason why we partnered, and now he's part of the Jane creative team. And I gotta say that from an SEO perspective, it's not easy. Google is changing their tricks every day. What we do is be on top of those changes, and do everything from our power to make it work. But I want to clarify, a lot of people hear about SEO, and they think that they're going to get to the first page of Google on the first month. And whoever, if you've asked that question and they tell you, yeah, I can guarantee you that first page in Google, I'm sad to say that that is not true. It takes a good effort to be on that top page, and the reason why is because Google wants to be relevant, right? They want to present good data and a good search platform, so that the user of Google is not bombarded with essentially a lot of garbage.
Definitely.
What do you say?
Oh, without a doubt. So yeah, all of those that we're getting they want more customers. Those 2 live trainings. And I'll tell you, those 2 live trainings are going to be here. We're going to be presenting those live trainings here in the next probably week and a half. But that's only for members of the course. That's not going to be something broadcast out to anybody other than those that have gone ahead and signed up today. So that's a bonus for them. But what you're going to learn from that SEO training, especially what you're going to learn from the Facebook ads training, is going to generate customers, and they're going to generate very good customers, that are going to be very valuable to your store. We also in the course is using your social media effectively. And like I said, I could almost guarantee that all of you out there right now are not using that as efficiently as you possibly can. So that right there is going to be a way to increase your customers. And so, that again, like I said, I'll beat it to death. Live SEO training and the live Facebook ads training is going to just be a phenomenal shot in the arm to your customer and your traffic. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So Carol is just asking you, is looking to get better drop shipping information. And like I said, we've just about finished the list of wholesalers and drop shippers, and we're constantly looking for more to add to that list, so that you don't have to necessarily do all the dirty work involved to find that, and that you can really just ship and build your store with confidence and know that you have that your customer should be taken care of. Yes, Trish. The live training sessions obviously will be archived. They'll be available in the course once they're recorded. But again, just to stress, being live is great. But the training will always be available there, and you'll be able to benefit if you aren't able to be live. You will be able to review it and benefit from any questions that the people who were on it asked. So yes, it will be recorded and put into the course.
And you have access to it from any device, whether it's your laptop at home or your mobile device, which everybody's just glued to the phones these days. You can definitely access the course via any of those types of devices. The live courses are great because we can capture all those questions that a lot of people may have that probably skipped our mind, right? Because we definitely we're not geniuses on this regard. We just know how to do it effectively, and we have definitely our results from our customers to prove that. But there's always questions that come up that we haven't thought of, and we answer them.
Yep, definitely. All right, so I think we're getting down to the winding things up here. So if you got any more questions, do let us know. I believe there will be a replay of this video here available for the next couple days. You'll probably get an email about that. And you can still go at any time to members.onlineboutiqueacademy.com/join. And again, there you will see the the two options. You got, again, $12.99, 3 easy payments of $433. $433 right now, $433 next month, and then the following month. That is a phenomenal deal at $12.99. As we've said, with the value, I mean, you're going to pay twice that for a good Facebook's course. You're going to pay a ton more to have somebody else even start building a site for you. And then we've even gone a step further and given you $300 off with the $997 option. To just for those that really want to save some money, they have a budget for this and they're ready to go. There you go. We got $300 off for you. But really, both of those options, I know some people may say that that's a lot of money, but I mean, if you're just treating this as a hobby, then yeah, that is a lot of money for a hobby. But this course really isn't for anybody that wants to have a hobby. This course is for people that want to have a successful business. And, I just to say it over and over again, if you're not going to do this, if you want to build a big business and that's something you want to do, if not this, then what? If not now, then when? So I believe that if you find, this is a very, very reasonable price to start a business. If we were to look at, the cliche, if you looked at a franchise, starting a franchise is minimum $10,000, if not $50,000, and it's a ton of work. Not to say this isn't work, but that is a ton of work. So if you're really looking to have a business and start a successful business, then this is a very, very minimal cost to do it. And remember, you could wait. You could say, hey, I don't want to get in on the pre-launch. I don't want the live training. I don't want to be part of this pre-launch, but I want to start my own boutique. Now, if you wait, remember, the price when we grand open, when we launch this course and we launch it, have our grand opening, this course can be $29.97. You're not going to get the live training in that course. You're not going to get a lot of the bonuses. You'll have that training. Don't get me wrong. You'll have that training because we'll have recorded it. It will be in the course. And everything we've mentioned will be in the course, but you're not going to get that live training. Okay.
All right. Leslie asked, what is a website that you can show us that we have done? Absolutely. Off the top of my mind, Magnolia Boutique, right? You can go to indiefashionboutique.com or magnoliaclothing.com. That will take you there. It's a great example. She has been very, very successful for, the past couple of years now. She grew from being a house-based business to growing into a warehouse where she has inventory, and now she has staff that helps her. So she has really done very well, and she's strictly an online storefront, if you will. And she's actually located in Indianapolis. So that's one example, Leslie, of what we've done. You can definitely also go to our website, jncreative.com, and take a peek at our portfolio and the types of websites that we do. We definitely specialize in online boutiques, but we do corporate websites and other types of web applications as well.
So it looks like we'll go one more time real quick over what all we're getting here. And again, remember also the 30-day money back guarantee. That is while it's not the reason you should join this course, of course, by far, it is, again, makes us virtually risk-free. If you're concerned or have any issues, or you're not sure you want to go ahead and spend that money, you've got that there to know that, you're not going to be out. If you decide that you don't like the course, you don't like being in early, you don't want to have the live training, again, you get your money back. So it's a big, it's really, kind of leaves nothing there to hold you back. If you really wanted to get a boutique going, an online boutique, and learn from some of the best on how to do it, and watch as we go through it, then you really don't have anything, left to hold you back. So don't, if you're ready to go, if you want to start an online boutique, this is the opportunity to do it. Yes, it's a pre-launch, but at the same time, you're getting a ton of benefit for it, and you're getting it at an insane price.
Yeah.
So we'll leave this up for just another minute or two. You want to go to members.onlineboutiqueacademy.com/join, or there's actually a little box over to the right. If you can see it, it says join now. If you click on that button, that'll take you over there too. And again, just to go through, we've got the two options. You've got your 3 easy payments of $433. Simple. Throw it on the credit card, $433 this month, next month, one more month, done. And I do want to stress, this is lifetime access. Lifetime access to all this information. So if we update it, you're getting that. You're getting that information. So as we update, as the internet moves and shifts, we're going to update that. We're going to update our trainings. You're always going to know what to do to get that done. Yes, Carol, the list of wholesalers, we've definitely done that vetting, gone over those steps we talked about earlier in the course. We feel that they are good pictures. You'll see us use some of the wholesalers in the product videos. So you'll see we go very thoroughly, in the training here today. You just got to hear what you should do. We visually go through, we look at wholesalers. I show you what good pictures look like. I show you what good websites look like, and what good websites don't look like, and what to look for in an image. And we go as in depth as you'll see examples of good wholesalers. You'll see examples of bad wholesalers, because we don't want you just to rely on this list. We want to train you so that you can go. Maybe you find a wholesaler somebody is brand new, doesn't even really know about, and you'll have the ability to know what to look for to determine if that's a good vendor or not. So yes, the list is a great way to get started. But again, we also train you on what to look for as well. So really, I think that's it. We're going to go ahead and end this webinar unless there's any last minute questions here. Again, the link is on the side, and put the link up here for a couple more minutes. But we're going to go ahead and sign off. So you won't hear much for us. If we do see an interesting question pop up, we'll come back on and give it an answer. But really, from Jose and myself, we really appreciate that you came on, spent some time with us today. And we do hope that if you're really interested in starting an online boutique, that you take advantage of this. Get in here now when it's again, a great price. I really think that you'll benefit from this, and you'll be able to go to the next level. And obviously, for those that already have a boutique, you may even find something in there that you didn't know was there, and that you could do with your existing store. And of course, not to mention all the amazing training that's going to be there for generating traffic. So from Patrick, again, say thank you for joining us. And Jose, any last words?
Yeah, no, I'll say, you hit the nail on the head, Patrick. I think that it's a great value for people that really want to be successful in this industry, and really follow the footsteps of a Magnolia Boutique and some of our other customers. So with that, again, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. we've had one question earlier asking if this webinar was going to be recorded, and the answer is yes. This webinar is recorded, so it will be available for playback. I believe tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. You'll get an email notification tomorrow. But if you want to jot this down, it will be available at members.onlineboutiqueacademy.com/webinar-replay. So it'll be a couple hours before that's up. This will have to render and do its thing, and then we'll get it put up there. And you'll also get, like I said, you'll get an email notification, and we will announce the replay on our Facebook page as well. And that is true. I think most of you are on our Facebook page, but if you're not, make sure you look us up, Online Boutique Academy, and like our page. And if you don't decide to join now, you'll at least get to be in the know of what's going on. And when we do have our grand opening as well at the increased price.
Great. All right, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.